Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of The Last of Us. Today I'll be watching episode 4 of season 2, day 1. If anyone knows anything about day 1, it is day 1 literally of Ellie and Dina's travels into Seattle and on their, well, I would say journey for justice. According to them, justice, not revenge. I truly dislike that narrative because that's all about revenge. I think less about justice than revenge, from my perspective. Nevertheless, it is their journey to Seattle. And from the looks of things, day 1, as anyone would know me, one of my favorite parts of this journey that they undergo are their little quirky comments and dialogues, and the fact that you get to know a lot more about Dina and in the game. And now I'm hoping we get to see a little bit more of that in this episode. And I mean, the main thing I would say is, I guess it's not a spoiler, but you can say that Ellie, with her guitar skills, she comes across a little guitar and she is absolutely amazing in the game. I mean, Ashley Johnson singing Take On Me, and that's one of my favorite moments of that entire segment of day 1. So I'm really gonna enjoy watching this play out. And yeah, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and let me know down in the comments what else I should be watching next. But off onto day 1. Oh, I literally just want to sing Take On Me. Take on me, take me on. I'll be gone in a day or two. Let's go. I cannot wait. Needless to say, I'm up.
Now, the thing about this one night, and you guys know me, like, I'm fucking easy.
Josh Peck!
Oh, this is the Greenberg story.
So I got 3 voters against the wall. I caught him red.
Fedra, look at that!
Greenberg!
He pulls up, he gets out of his truck. He's in a fucking mood. What? You fucking perverts are out here jerking off and splooging on my street? No one asked you, jizz boy.
Man, Fedra. That's intense. I like that they're laying the land above Fedra and WLF. Nice.
The citizens, why do you call them voters?
I don't know, because that's what we fucking call them. Who cares?
Because we took away their rights.
Isaac!
Took away their right to vote, and somebody started calling them voters to mock them.
Stop it! He was part of Fedra. What?
I didn't mean anything by it, Sarge.
Of course you didn't, you're thoughtless.
Sarge.
No way was he a sergeant for Fedra. The setup is insane. That literal dustbin itself.
How many?
A lot.
Could be WLF, lock and load.
No.
Sarge.
The protocol. Protocol is to obey your commanding officer, period. The end.
You wanna die? Fine.
What? Wait a second, is this the group that we see of Boris?
Come with me.
Boris's group, if you know, you
Learn
know.
something.
Why are your eyes so white, babe? Look at that.
You hand her hand.
What? Who? The music.
Now make your choice.
That is not at all what I thought the scene was gonna be. Okay, this is new. Isaac in 2018, Seattle quarantine zone was part of Fedra, undercover. Could they be the group? There's a group in the story where you see letters of them coming together, and they're like, there's a leader called Boris Legoslov. I call him Boris Legolas. And there are like multiple people in this group that kind of like obeyed the WLF's rules. Is this that group? But she said, welcome to the fight, Harrenhan. She knew him by name. I'll never get over that. Interesting. I never thought I never thought they would go in the direction of Isaac being part of Fedra. That is a breaking news for me, babe. God. Ah, yeah, okay.
No pain meds. Probably nothing anyone wanted. Ooh, you reckon a yeast infection? Make sure to smell it first, just in case. Yeah, I'm done. There's nothing else back here. Hey, I'm gonna pee. Give me a minute.
Girl. Oh, Weston's Pharmacy. How lovely. Seattle, day one. Man, they are sticking. The environment is phenomenal.
You okay? Yeah.
No spoilers, but spoilers.
All right, hit it. People to kill.
Oh, gosh.
Okay.
Gulp up. Gulp up, babe. No way. Look at that. Gosh.
I don't understand. I thought they bombed here.
Yeah, I heard that too. Guess not this part.
What's up with all the rainbows?
Oh, look at that. I love that they don't know that this is for them. Man, the environment is absolutely ridiculously great.
Proud Rainbow Town.
Fedra.
I've never seen a tank this close. Me neither. Ellie, just cover me.
I'm gonna check if there's any ammo in there.
Fedra got fucked up out here. You think it was the WLF? Wonder what that was about.
That was very unserious.
What is it?
3 burnt skeletons, like Apollo 1.
What?
Grissom, White, Chaffee, early astronauts.
No way! This is one part of the game.
They never made it off the launch pad. Burned up in their capsule.
Like, she explores the Fedra tank and she talks about these 3 astronauts.
Yeah.
Like, it's part of the story.
These guys are just assholes killed by other assholes.
Like, you explore. Sorry, I'll stop.
Check out the building on the hill.
Is that the Saravina? Never mind.
You gotta be shitting me.
WL. Oh my god.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
You sure about that?
Oh my god, are you gonna fucking tell me?
Which also means more likely than not, you're prepared. And
They're on a hill, so they'll see us coming.
Yeah.
on horseback in broad daylight, so just a little.
She's smart.
All right, let's look for a door we can fit Trimmer through.
Already found that.
Damn, she's cool. No way. This is what I think it is. Oh, look at Bob Marley just chilling. And yeah, it's your music store. Ellie, go nuts. Music. This is literally the moment when Joel and Ellie would go through on Callus in the Boston University, Boston whatever university, USU, USC, whatever. I can never get it. USA universities, right? This music plays. And she does the exact same thing when she's in Bill's town. Ah. Nice!
That's the plan.
Pioneer, look at that! Oh my god! Yep, it's happening! I just know from the setup. Please, I don't know if you guys did this song Future Days in this show. Talking away, I don't know what I'm to say. Talking away, I don't know what I'm to say. I'll say it anyway. Find you, shine away. Dina, come join us, babe. Shine away. I don't care for your love, okay. Take me on. So needless to say, I'm odds and ends, but I'll be stumbling away. Slowly learning that life is okay. Oh, it's looking at her and saying life is okay. Oh, she's thinking, how am I going to tell Ellie? Spoiler. I think this is just confirmed that she really loves Ellie. Oh, I like her approach too. Like, I like the way it's been going in different directions. I wonder why you're crying, babe.
You've gotten pretty good.
Thanks. All those lessons from Joel.
He taught you well.
Oh, look at that! Yes, Gabe! I like that! Oh my God.
You know, when I was a younger man and I wanted to impress a woman, good enough to deserve quality tools, but did I have the money for that? No, I did not. I will own a Mauviel saucepan with lid, and I was right.
I can hear chains rattling in the background. That's not good, with Isaac in the background as well. I'm so happy to see him come to life. Oh! Oh God, I do not like...
Of course, this means it doesn't retain heat the way cast iron does, which of the two makes copper the inferior choice for interrogations, but...
Oh, shit.
Some of you actually understand she was just a person.
Heretics.
Of course.
Oh my God.
Where are the scars attacking next?
Oh!
Hold out your hand.
Fucking hell. Damn.
Yes, sir.
Is he the guy that was with him that he asked to come out?
She fills your soul. You put an arrow in a little boy's head. Was she filling your soul then? Because you broke it, because we broke it. I'm not playing your little chicken and egg games today, Scar. Where is the next attack? You lunatics have bolt-action rifles, bows and arrows, and superstition. So tell me, how are we going to lose?
To take the holy mortification to become a Seraphite.
No!
Ever leave to become a wolf.
I will burn every part of you until you tell me what I want to know!
Look at him willingly lifting his hand. You're not gonna get anything out of him, boy. I just called Isaac boy.
Good.
Oh!
Fucking animal.
Oh my God.
That's a good sign. Not always. Just the front entrance looks like a security door.
Look at it. Oh my God, it's so amazing. This happens in the day, but regardless, set design is absolutely on point.
Oh boy. Second floor.
I'll be climbing.
Well, I guess that's our way into.
Uh-oh.
And if we run into wolves that weren't in Jackson? Agreed.
We kill them all. Well, as Ellie says, every last one of them. Be careful of the broken glass.
Fuck is this?
Oh my god, I love it.
But we're definitely in the right place.
Oh, I love it. Sorry, the ambience is what's getting me. It's getting like 50 points extra every second. Love it. Oh my god!
Dina?
Oh my god, feel her love! Look at it!
That group we saw in the woods, they did this. What the fuck is wrong with Seattle?
It's the same ones we use.
Have she called for backup?
Yeah, we gotta get out of here.
Scar's got all of them. I don't see Brancaccio or Welsh, but yeah, you. Cut them down. Said cut them the fuck down. The rest of you fan out. And go slow. Look, I don't care if it's a fucking baby. Look what they did. Now fan the fuck out.
Uh-oh.
Stairs clear.
Hold your breath, Ellie! Oh, good grief. Come on, learn your training. Your training, babe.
We got one!
Oh, wow.
Through that window!
Oh. Oh my god. Of course.
Come on, get up!
Oh my god. This kind of happens, but not in the way it did, and suddenly not in the dark.
This way! No, we can fit, they can't! Come on, come on, come on, come on!
Be careful, be careful. This is what I think it is. Can't see shit. I mean, if anyone is claustrophobic, look away. But is this the train station? Oh my god, yeah, it is. I'm so excited. Like, look at my goosies, babes.
Yeah. Is this place gonna fall down on us?
You'll be a... Yup. Yes! Oh, it is what it is. Where are the tendrils? Infection is around, babes. We're not alone. Oh, that's a clicker.
I thought it was supposed to be empty.
Oh my god! god, she's immune, but still, shitting shit. Oh, you are a smart one, aren't ya? Nope. My lovely. Of course. All of you are pros at this. Ellie, that was a fucking wifey move, that.
Dina, come on!
Oh, how, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! The theater! Oh shit.
Get out of sight!
The sick habit, yep. The sick habit. Oh my god, you're gonna have to explain this. Oh my god, the set design. It's so good. The sofas, the one-seaters, absolutely on point. The balcony, beautiful. The chandelier, amazing.
We can hold up here for now. I'll bar the door.
Okay, it doesn't happen like this, but the set designs are all on point, that.
Okay, it's not perfect, but if anyone tries to get in, it'll buy us. What are you doing?
Uh-oh.
Okay, I know you're scared.
Please don't.
But I need you to understand something.
Please don't make this any harder than it has to be. Fuck did you have to do that?
Please listen to me. I would die for you. I would. But that is not what just happened. Dina, do not fucking shoot me! I've been banned before. I'm still here.
You're gonna do a lot more convincing than that.
I know you don't believe me. I get it. I wouldn't believe me either, but... You're gonna sit as far away from me as you want, and you're gonna keep that gun pointed on me. If I turn, shoot me, but I promise. Me.
What a better way to show that she's immune than being bitten. And I love that they had to improvise this scene because in the game, she breathes spores, her mask breaks. But then here, of course, if you had gas mask, the entire face would be covered, but it's in the form of tendrils. So the biting is what makes a difference. I like it. I like it a lot. Wake up, woman. Your wifey's a little concerned. Oh, God.
It's just water. Rain fell on my face, that's all. No shaking. I'm gonna stand up now. Can I show you?
Damn. This must be hard for her to do this. Wow. Do you believe her? You look terrible, darling.
I'm pregnant.
Ah, there's the spoiler. Okay, there we have it. Fuck. What the heck is happening? I'm sorry. This did not happen in the game at this moment. It happened, but not now. It's a weird way of coming through to the interaction, babes. Is that hygienic? Have you both washed your hands? So, okay, fine, I guess. In the heat of the moment. For hi, lovers.
Wait, no. Morning breath.
That's what gets you off.
Gross. Hold on.
Morning breath. Okay. What do you have for morning breath?
This is gonna be better.
It'll be better.
That's disgusting. Oh, God! You two are so cute. Oh.
How's it doing?
Damn.
Is this where you were bitten before?
Mm-hmm.
You said it was a burn.
Ah.
You did it to yourself?
I really wanted to wear short sleeves again. It's a little thing, but when you start to hide little things, they become big things.
You don't say.
Dina, you look a little too flawless. So do you, Ellie.
Why now?
I thought you were gone.
Oh.
And then all of a sudden, this future I was imagining wasn't gonna happen.
Are we going to hear the future?
I don't even know if you want that.
I want it with you.
Oh.
I knew how you felt about me.
How? I was hiding it really well.
Oh, yeah.
I told my mother I like boys and I like girls, and she said no. Because I like him, I do. I think he's a really good guy, but he wasn't the one.
Shut up.
Golly. Not to interrupt this love, but I hope you remember what you came here for, because I do. Aww.
I started wondering after we saw the bodies in the forest, because I've seen fucked up shit before without barfing. I found a pregnancy test at the pharmacy, and I peed on it. I don't just randomly piss on stuff.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Here.
That's disgusting.
So, we're having a baby.
That's a reaction.
So we're all having a baby.
She's cooking the baby. You guys just are assisting her. Nora.
He just said Nora.
Yeah.
She's gonna know
Where
where I am.
Abby is, yeah. That's Lake Hill.
What base is that?
Ellie, see that white building out?
Yeah.
You don't have to go. You can stay here.
Fuck you.
No, I'm not saying.
Together.
Oh, okay. Okay. Got you. That was episode 4 of season 2. I really liked it. Very different take. I absolutely loved the set design. If I haven't been reiterating it throughout this entire episode, that's been absolutely spot on. The scenes, the journey in the places that they kind of like gave recognition to in the game is spot on, 100%. And in terms of the main thing that's a shock for me was, well, of course, Isaac being part of Fedra, because that was not a thing. And you kind of see, you when you start the show, like when you start the game, sorry, you are kind of given the option of an open world environment on day 1, Seattle. So you come across a little bit of notes and a little bit of ammunition, bodies of Fedra agents, and running commentary between Dina and Ellie, which is absolutely brilliant because they kind of like decipher what could have happened between Fedra and WLF, because they are relatively new to Seattle and to WLF. But Ellie has, of course, heard about Fedra because when she was, back when things were getting really, like they had quarantine zones, there was the Fedra quarantine zone. So she, being part of or maybe you could say growing up in a quarantine zone, she knows a thing or two about it. So she's heard things about it. And then Dina goes to tell that there was a quarantine zone, I think, where she came from, the town that she came from. I can't remember where, but there was a town that had a separate quarantine zone and they had their own, thing going on, and they were quite sadistic in their own way, just like how everyone is over here. And when you come across the main element of the game, which is basically trying to progress, you come across some infected, you have to find like this gas in the game, and then you kind of go to 2 different places, and then of course you make your way out, and you are in gameplay mode. And then the scene that really I was like, wow, they actually did it, is one of 2. The first one being when they came across the Fedra tank. Ellie goes in and talks about the 3 astronauts. So that's kind of something that I think many people, if they are not attentive or they just want to get ahead of the game, you kind of miss out on certain things like this. So that's part of the game where it's easily missable, but then you do encounter it. And then she talks about these 3 astronauts. I don't know if it's specifically about them, but she talks about astronauts somewhere. So it's very nice that they kind of kept to that script along the way. And then of course you've got in the second point that I love that they had brought up in this is of course the Take On Me version, and I am very thrilled that they kept that, because that's one of my favorite scenes, as I said at the start, throughout that journey of like day 1 Seattle. Ellie's like Ashley Johnson's own rendition of Take On Me is one of my favorites, even if it's for just like 2 verses, my favorite. And that's one of the main reasons why I love the song itself, the original song. It's because of Ashley Johnson, and I think that's why I'm kind of like, you know, that song holds very near and dear to my heart, and the scene with it. So loved that. I love the fact that, you know, we get to see her, like, you know, of course Bella Ramsey's own take as Ellie, singing the song, her, like, you know, like how Ashley would have. So it was very, very good. And then Dina, you know, of course in the early, you kind of like, for game fans, you kind of get a fair warning that look, she's going through a lot of hormonal and changes, you know, she's finding everything emotional, and she's crying, she's barfing, as she says. This is not classic Dina, this is something that's out of the ordinary, so there is something up with her. But when they do reveal it in the game, it was like, whoa, what? That's not what I thought. And it's absolutely brilliant. When I actually played it, I was just like, no way. and then yeah, so you kind of see her like a bit more realistic approach. And I love that you kind of see a comparison. So during the episode, the 2 things were like, of course, her favorite band, the Slick Habit, and then you also see like the sleeves of vinyls, and it's kind of reminding me of Billstown, when in the game Joel and Ellie come across a music store, and all those vinyls that are just there, it just reminds me of that. But this time she's not doing it with Joel, but she's doing it with Dina. And the other thing that I really like that they brought in were the rainbow flags of Pride, because they don't know what that represents, and that it represents their love. And I'm absolutely thrilled that they still kept that innocence, and, you know, the fact that they aren't even aware that, you know, we celebrate you know, love like that. And I loved it. I'm absolutely thrilled that they continued to keep to the, you know, the gameplay. And then of course, once we saw the whole Seraphite, you know, interrogation, Seraphite interrogation happened, like, it doesn't happen in the game, but you can see Isaac, you know, having like a prison of all these innocent, I wouldn't say innocent, sorry, of all these Seraphites just locked up as if they were animals. And you can see that this could have been like an interrogation process. It just goes to show how, if he could do that in the start of the episode to his own men that they call they would call him Sergeant, if he could even turn on his own men easily, there is no way he will spare a Seraphite for his cause. So like, no way. And to show like how, you know, how sadistic the whole WLF are, and in their own, you know, in their own methods, are the fact that, of course, we've got the guy that I think he saw something in him I'm not sure, but you can see he's been easily influenced in the 11 years that they have been together. But yeah, that's insane. I'm absolutely gobsmacked at how the things turned in that regard. The other thing is, of course, when they come across the radio tower, it wasn't a radio tower, it's the channel station. And you see all the hanging bodies and the graffiti on the wall, feel her love with the you could say whatever that is, with a dagger in the middle. Woo, girl, that to me is basically an exact depiction of what it means to be as if you're physically there in the game. So I loved that scene, and that's exactly how it looks. But as I said, it happened in the day rather than in the night. So I think it kind of brings up that element of suspense and that uneasiness. And so yeah, so there were the whole environment was absolutely similar, but not necessarily the pacing of the story. Which again, I'm happy they kind of improvise, because as I said, the way that everything has been planned out is on the basis of that Ellie gets bitten and doesn't get infected. Whereas in the game, when you see her being chased, she falls down, she gets attacked by an infected, Dina saves her, her gas mask in the game breaks. So Dina offers to remove her gas mask and give it to Ellie. And then Ellie is no, don't do that. She then removes, because of course Dina, being Dina, she's willing to give up her life to save Ellie. So then she removes the mask, and then she's Dina's distraught. She's oh my God, what are you doing? And she's I'm not infected, I'm immune, I'm not coughing, do you see? And then you hear because it's so quiet, this echo of all these infected around, and they just come and they are all under attack. But I love this whole improvisation of when they get stuck in those between those bars, which is also there towards the end. Instead of Dina saving Ellie, because she almost gets grabbed by a clicker in the game, this time Ellie saves Dina. And I love that she put her hand out and just saved. I feel that's a brilliant take, just to show that, in this way, infection spreads through tendrils rather than spores. So loved that whole thing. However, I am just a tad bit disappointed that we did not get to see the mega infected. Even though I think maybe in terms of the enormity of how many infected were there at the time, it could have been a little difficult. But once you play the game, you'll understand there is a new set of you could say a bloater, but I don't know if it's a spoiler really. It's not really. You can just imagine another messed up version of an infected bloater, and they are called shamblers in the game. So they release acid once, if you're near them, you literally get drowsed in acid and you basically die. I don't know if that concept would work in this, because again, maybe through airborne you might just die, and we are not sticking to the airborne element in this show, just to keep to the consistency. I guess maybe that's why, but nevertheless, I still expected to see at least a bloater, because we do see bloaters in the previous episodes, because by the enormity of the amount of infected there, you would expect an older infected to be growing in the background and just coming and making its appearance somehow and making things a lot more intense. But I guess not. But I maybe, as I said, I think there was a lot happening, so for two little girls really navigating their way through a dark train station tunnel. I think this is the best that they can do. So I'm okay with it. But yeah, that's just my own remembrance. But I really liked how, it was just that, you have to make a choice. So like you start off with Isaac saying, now make your choice. And then it ends with Dina having to think about making that choice of whether to kill Ellie or to hear her out. And I love that they had put her on the spot there. And it was very smart of Ellie to say, like, keep that gun on me the entire night until you see me turn, then shoot me. If I don't, hear me out because I'm immune and this and that. I also miss the joke that Dina mentions in the game where when Dina says that, Ellie, I'm pregnant, and then Ellie's like, what? and then Dina just says like, don't worry, it's not yours. And then that kind of like that humor is just like classic Dina, and I think that she would have killed it if it was in the show, but I guess not. And but yeah, the whole scene post that happens, however, not in this instance. It happens when they go on their patrol, when Joel, when Joel is on his patrol with that time with Tommy, but here in this show it takes a whole detour. He goes on this with Dina, and then Ellie is with Jesse. So basically in the game, Ellie and Dina are on the patrol together, and that's when they, discover themselves, I guess. And that's when she tells about the chemical burn. And yeah, I like that, it's to show that Ellie burnt herself rather than like it's not a chemical burn, but it's trying to cover up her marks. And Dina is freakishly all right, because in the game she's worse for wear. I think the morning sickness and the intensity of this journey gets to her, and also the fact that she's pregnant does not, allow her to be fit enough to continue the journey. But then here you can see that she says together. So I'm curious to see how the storyline goes with Dina in it. So that's a new take. And like the whole fighting, I don't know what the fighting is happening, but there seems to be some ruckus by Lake Hill. But we start off at Lake Hill, but in the game it's called Hillcrest. And and also in the game, Ellie is a bit disappointed that Dina did not tell her. So which brings to my other point, that she in the game journals, so she doesn't do that here. And she kind of tells in the book that, I can't believe that she's pregnant, like flipping pregnant. And it's also like a running commentary where she goes and finds trading cards and everything. And then stuff happens, which I'm not going to spoil. But it's just a matter of her not taking that news all too well. And she kind of says that, what are we supposed to do now? And then Dina says, I don't know, I'm just like, let me just catch my breath. And then Ellie kind of says that, now you're a burden. And Dina, poor her, she doesn't want to be, but she doesn't realize that, this can affect her. She has a motive. But I think Ellie here is a little more calmer, kind of sticking to the element of justice level, but not revenge. But I still don't believe her not wanting revenge, if that makes sense. So yeah, as I said, it's a whole new, different take to the game. And I'm very, very thrilled. And I'm happy that they still keep to the set designs. But yeah, let's see what happens in the next episode. But until then, thank you so much for joining. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. And let me know down in the comments what else I should be watching next. But this was a long 1 hour, actually of me talking for 12 minutes. If you stuck around, absolutely, wow, thanks, really. Not necessary, but thanks, I really appreciate it. But other than that, I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe and have a great day. Bye.